Today's morning update, the electrics. Interesting. Haven't quite seen posts like that before. Everything works. That's beautiful. Taking this apart. Pieces coming apart. Again, look at the paint job. What am I going to do about this? I really think I want to keep this. Gorgeous paint line. So we'll have to think about what we're doing with that, and in answer to that, we're going to try and do this. We are going to do some actual product testing. Now, I don't want to paint this. I don't know if I want to varnish it. And then I see all this stuff on YouTube, just like you guys are watching, that says Meguiar's Ultimate Compound followed by polish actually works. And then they put the strip of tape down the middle, and then they do one side, and then they do the other, and then bullshit. So, let's see about it. Let's get in tight. Hang on, I'm going to zoom. It's going to be pretty crappy, slow. The paint. It is in pretty rough shape. It is old. And it needs a lot of love. So let's see what happens, and that's the lights. I got bright lights in here. A little bit more over, we'll find the paint stripe. There's the paint stripe. So as tight a zoom as this little iPad goes. So our paint is in rough shape, no doubt about it. Let's find out in half an hour. It's all the things it says. It's got swirls, it's got lines, it's got water spots. And it says, oh, this magic stuff will work. So, let's actually find out. You can try it. I'll spend the $40 and tell you how it works. Well, the good news is, that looks pretty impressive. That's just the first time through. So that's the good news. Bad news was all about the pinstriping. It ate off part of the pinstriping. Right there, I lost the pinstriping right through there. So, piss. It just chewed right through that. Paint's gonna look nice, but now we'll have to see about that. Everything's complicated. But, Meguiar's Compound, I haven't even put the polish on yet. Seems like we've got something here. So far, incredibly impressive. Is that a reflection I see in there? That's stunning. I mean, it's coming from stuff that's going to look like this. This is what I thought it was, and I was sure it was going to be repainted. But if you can use this stuff to bring it back to here, that's amazing. Sure, there's a little oil in it to make it shine. I can see that. But look at the shine on the light. And truly, yeah, it did. It ate right through the pinstriping I was really trying to keep. So, quick lesson there. It is powerful, and it does remove a fair amount of particulate from the surface, including the pinstripes you were trying to keep. Yep. Let's talk wheels for just a minute, of which there should be one there, and one there that will never be used but needs to be done. 2 wheels, can't be that expensive. Let's see, a couple $100 for the tires, a couple $100 for the bearings. Oh, a couple $100 to get the glass bead sanding done to them. A couple $100 for the chrome work to be redone. A couple $100 to get them restrung, and maybe another couple $100 to get the wheels trued. at least $1,500 for the 2 tires that go on my $2,200 sidecar I'm starting with. Yowzers! But look at the paint! Oh my god, look at that reflection. This is what we're going to start with. Yeah, this looks like that. Pretty shitty old paint. I thought I was going to paint this bike. This is not even finished. Looks like this. Look at them shine. That has still like a couple coats to go and a polish on top yet. Right, off to work we go. Lots to do during the plague. Things of interest, taking it apart. Here's the signal lights, brake lights, etc. Zooming my iPad. Alright, but the screws are not Phillips. They are a straight cross. I don't have a tool like that. I have lots of tools, but I do not have a tool that does screws like that. So very carefully with the straight blade, I had to move the screws. Alright, zooming out. Now, zooming in. Look what I found. Check out the writing. CCCP. And again up there. And in nice and tight. Can't really read it. It says CCCP on that one. Down here, I don't know what that word is, but that is now made this way cool. Have to keep this stuff. Minor problem then. How to fix and restore this. Because now I have to keep this plastic. Again, same thing. CCCP, that's 45 years ago. Oh yeah, it was. That's when they built this. So, cool stuff to discover. This will be a fun project. Damned expensive. You restore it properly. But how am I going to fix? How should I fix that? Hey, I just wanted to explain why finding the CCCP on this was so cool and what I thought was neat about it, in case you didn't understand. The CCCP is Cyrillic language spelling for USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, formed in like 1920 by Vladimir Lenin. That's where these lights come from. These lights come from Stalin fighting in the Second World War against the Nazis, against the German army marching through the land. On the way back out, they left a few of them behind, and in 1946 they started building them in Kiev. So immediately after the Germans had left, they started building these. Again, the CCCP, that's the Soviet Union. That's what's so cool about that. Then at the time they're building this, that's when Reagan's going to bomb the hell out of them with the nukes. And they're starting to fight about that stuff. And these people that built this lived in the middle of that time. Their grandparents lived with Stalin, with Lenin, and not John Lennon, the other Lenin. And that's what's so cool about this stuff. So basically the price of the bike just doubled because I found this on here. CCCP, Soviet-made lights from the Soviet Union, created by Lenin in 1922 after the revolution of 1917. That's what this stuff dates back to. And what did this bike see when it came out of the factory? And who wrote in this? Just a history that's all present there from one little piece of lettering on the bottom of the lights. So that's the best find of the day. The history involved here is phenomenal. How am I going to repair and patch this one? I don't know, but I'm going to try and patch this now. Maybe try and cut something out that is similar and finds the shape, and trim this a bit, glue it together. But 1 in a million find an authentic bike from the Soviet Union. Very cool. Well, that was the best part of the day today. These things turned out gorgeous. The new polish looks really nice. Look at the color of the black. Look at the reflections we got now. Really happy with that with the Guire stuff. Oh, sure. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Sorry about that. That was actually the Canadian military, where I teach on their base, and they are just checking up on everybody. And speaking of the military, notice that lovely segue? I wondered why. Why are these not balanced? Why are there two here, one on this side, and a big gap in the middle here? Well, of course. That's where the machine gun went. Silly me. More tomorrow.